Thanks for listening to our episode
To
today.
each according to his need.
I'd like to thank my guests for joining us, Nate and Jake. If you're new here, you can follow us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts. If you get them at Apple, please leave us a review. If you're watching us, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and give us a like. If you're not watching, why aren't you? YouTube.com/@RumandCinema or TikTok @RumandCinema. We're going to leave you like we always do with some recommendations after the game, after the movie review, after the intro, but after the outro also. Literally the last thing we do.
Yeah, but before the
I know you didn't.
You know what?
I know you didn't write that. It was hilarious.
Fair.
I know you were just talking.
Yeah.
Not bad. Not
Nate,
bad.
what's your recommendation for this week?
We watched Tuesday. This is not important to the story.
Ooh, yes,
Polite
Tuesday.
Society.
I like that.
Tuesday. Polite
More of a
Society.
no Thursday guy. What is it called?
It's in theaters right now. It's called Polite Society.
Oh, that was
It's great. It is great. It's how to describe this movie. It's not Bollywood, but it's an Indian cast doing a movie. I don't want to spoil anything.
Okay.
To me, it's like Scott Pilgrim meets. It's like really heightened kung fu, but just comedy, heartfelt comedy. This recommendation is not going well. That's my
looks
review
amazing.
of my recommendation.
No, I'll tell you
What?
this honestly. If you tell me that it's hard to describe the movie without spoiling it, to me that's a big selling point.
Yeah, it's the plot is not like crazy complex. It's kind of like a straightforward. You're gonna know what's happening once the plot starts, like how it's gonna go.
Mm-hmm.
But it's still lovely. It's the heightened part is really great because like it's just telling a story, but with it's kind of heightened like RRR in terms of like the story is just like heightened shit just happens in the midst of a very real story. Like this is like a story about a family and like family relationships that just occasionally breaks into insane like kung fu fights. It's great. Go see it. Every single actor in it is amazing. The relationships are beautiful, especially like the three main girls. It's really good.
Yeah, it was funny you said it's like Scott Pilgrim because I think it was on the trailer. I read a review or started reading a review, and they said it's Scott Pilgrim meets Jane Austen. And I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, that's a good description, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have it on our short list for movies to review in a podcast, so hopefully that we can do that one soon. Polite Society.
We should do that.
Thank you, Nate.
Nice.
Jake, what do you got for the people?
I'm going to recommend a YouTube channel, and it's a chef, Chef Wang Gong, spelled Wang Gang. He's a Chinese professional chef. He cooks a lot of stuff. He cooks, like traditional, like a lot of just home meals. But it's all like, stir fry in a wok.
Ooh.
And he also cooks some wild ingredients. He cooked up this lizard one time, like one of the big fat salamanders.
Yeah.
At one point he had like one of those smaller, like 3-4 foot alligators.
Yeah, baby.
And just like a caiman or what, something like that.
I know. I'm just making Nate cringe. That's all I wanted to do.
Oh. But yeah, he does a lot of stuff, but obviously the weird ones are to me they're interesting to watch because it's like, what's he gonna do with this? But but just his normal like everyday ones, those are the ones I really like because it's not like these weird wacky ingredients. It's like, no, this is what Chinese people stir fry at home on a Tuesday night.
Dope.
So
do that while watching American Factory.
Yeah, pretty much. I like recipes. Like I have a Gordon Ramsay cookbook, and I've seen a lot of the Gordon Ramsay shows, and it's he's one of the best chefs in the world. There's no mistaking that, but it's really hard to follow his recipes because they're so extravagant.
Mm.
But so that's why I like this Chef Wong Gong. If you're looking to get into stir fries, he has a lot of content just for this is just an everyday meal.
That's awesome.
Whip it out.
Is the shot POV like that other chef you really like, K?
No, it's so Kenji has a GoPro.
Yeah.
This guy he sets up a sort of like an over the shoulder
nice.
kind of thing.
Mm.
Cool. Love it. Thank you, Jake. Love that. Wang Wangdong. Wangong, spelled Wangang on YouTube.
Yes.
Mine is a cop-out, but I think it was probably my favorite episode of television since that episode of The Bear, season 1, episode 7.
Speaking of Bear.
What?
Barry.
Yeah, actually. The most recent episode of Barry on the final season is so good. It was a roller coaster, and you should watch it if you're watching that show. And if you're not watching that show, watch the show and then watch the episode. It's awesome. Loved it. It's on HBO right now.
Just watch Barry.
Yeah, just watch Barry.
Or
I'm gonna watch Barry. I think it's next up on my list. I'm like a couple episodes into the last season of Succession.
Yes.
I'm ready to start the last season of Ted Lasso.
Yes.
So maybe it's time to get the Barry train rolling.
You're here. We're here for it.
You're just gonna have 3 great shows, and then that's it. We're out of shows.
Oh my
whoa, hang on.
I'm gonna be desolate.
Okay, here's
the end.
Here's a June lineup. You ready for this? The Bear season 2.
Oh, that's good.
And
Didn't know that was coming so soon.
It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, season 16.
What?
Excuse me? You don't
What's
like It's Always
wrong with
Sunny?
you?
Honestly, I've never really seen it.
Start from the beginning. It's fucking brilliant.
It's so good.
Changing my recommendation to It's Always Sunny.
It's so funny. It does. I think it does take.
What could you possibly not like about It's Always Sunny?
There's a lot of inside jokes, which I think if you haven't watched a lot of the show, it's hard to see.
If you're only watching clips,
right?
No,
right.
You have to just go watch it from the beginning.
It's really funny, and it's timely at the time. So you'll go back and watch episodes and be like, "Oh, this is weird now," but at the time it was hard hitting. Up the time, yeah. I didn't like the last season, but this season looks like it's back to normal. Last season they were just in Ireland the whole time.
Ireland.
I actually haven't watched all of It's Always Sunny, just
clips.
A lot of it.
What? Where can I watch it?
Hulu.
Gross.
It is on Hulu. Has great shows,
Hulu.
but their UI sucks. The Bear is gonna be on Hulu, so keep it together.
Yeah.
And It's Always Sunny.
That's what I got. I did my Hulu free trial to watch The Bear.
Well, do it again.
Now it's over.
Here it comes. End of June.
I'm not paying some amount per.
Just make another email address.
Yeah.
Streaming.
I might make another. I mean, use one of your 12.
Just add an alias to it. You're fine. All right, everybody. Thanks for joining us on this episode. As always, we appreciate it. Enjoy your rum. Enjoy your cinema. We'll see you next time.